The story comes out of Chicago and follows a man named Mark who believes he saw something he can't explain late one night. A creature some have come to call the Chicago Mothman. So, Mark grew up on the south side of Chicago, and while he had heard urban legends of strange winged creatures around the city, he never took them seriously. But that all changed one rainy evening last November. Mark had been driving home from his late shift at a warehouse near O'Hare Airport. It was around 1:30 in the morning, and a heavy fog off Lake Michigan made it difficult to see more than a few feet ahead. As he crossed an old overpass, he caught sight of a strange figure standing still on the edge of the guardrail. At first, he thought it was a large bird, maybe a heron or a massive owl, perched awkwardly in the fog. But as he got closer, his headlights lit up the figure, and what he saw made his stomach tighten. It was tall, nearly 7 feet, with long limbs and massive wings folded behind his back. Its eyes glowed a piercing red in the beam of his headlights. And just for a moment, Mark swore the creature turned its head and locked eyes with him. Startled, Mark hit the brakes and his tires squealed on the slick asphalt. Before he could stop completely, the figure opened its enormous wings with a sound like tearing fabric and leapt into the air, vanishing into the dense fog with a whoosh of wind. Mark sat frozen in his car. He was gripping the steering wheel as his heart raced. He couldn't explain why, but he felt a chill run through his entire body. A few minutes later, he continued home in silence, his mind replaying the image of those glowing eyes staring back at him. When he got home, Mark sat in his driveway for nearly a half an hour. He was unsure whether to tell anybody. He knew most people wouldn't believe him and would write it off as exhaustion or a trick of the light. But in the days that followed, Mark couldn't shake the memory of what he'd seen. He eventually searched online for similar sightings and was stunned to find dozens of accounts from Chicago, claiming to see winged humanoids with glowing red eyes near O'Hare, the lakefront, and other parts of the city. Though many stories connected the creature with feelings of unease, Mark's experience didn't coincide with any kind of disaster. It was simply a sighting, brief but unforgettable. To this day, Mark doesn't know what to make of it. He's convinced he saw the Chicago Mothman, though he can't say whether or not it was a warning just passing through. But every time he drives near that overpass, he can't help but glancing at the guardrail, half expecting to see those red eyes staring back at him.